Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have seen about electronic data interchange, right? In this electronic data interchange chapter, we have seen about this EDI, right? Electronic data interchange, and then we have seen about the EDI types, direct EDI, EDI via value added networks, EDI via FTP or VPN, SFTP, FTPS and web-based EDI, mobile-based EDI, right? And then we have seen the advantages of EDI, improving service to end users, increasing productivity, minimizing errors, slashing response time, automation of operations, cutting cost, integrating all business and trading partners, providing information on process status, optimizing financial ratios, right? And then we have seen about EDI layers, semantic layer, standard translation layer, transport layer, and physical layer, right? And we have seen about the components of EDI, standard document format, translator and mapper, communication software, communication networks, right? And in the last session, we have seen about EDI standards, UN EDI fact, that is United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport, right? And at last we have seen about EDI fact directories, right? In this session, we are going to see about EDI fact subsets, right? Due to the complexity or it is a complex process, this branch specific subsets of this EDI fact, that is electronic data interchange for administration, commerce and transport have been developed. Okay, these subsets of EDI fact will include only the functions which is relevant to the specific user groups, right? This EDI fact subset, this is due to the complexity of the branch specific subsets of this EDI fact which has been developed. Here the subsets of EDI fact will include only the functions which is relevant to the specific user groups. For example, if you see for chemical industry, CEFIC for chemical industry, EDI-FURN for furniture industry, EDI fern, EDI gas for gas business. Like that, some subsets are there. Since this is a big, huge process, they have developed some subsets of EDI. If it is a industry, chemical industry, CEFIC, right? If it is a furniture industry, EDI firm. If it is a gas business, EDI gas, right? So they have created the subsets of EDI fact. Okay, let's see the EDI structure. EDI facts structure means it is a hierarchical structure where the top level, that means the higher level of it is referred to as a interchange, and the lower levels will have the multiple messages, right? This EDI fact structure is a hierarchical structure. Here the top levels or the higher levels will have referred to us as a interchange, and the lower levels or the bottom levels of this EDI fact are having the multiple messages, right? The message will consist of some segments. This will in turn consist of composites also, right? The final iteration of is the data element here. Here, if you are seeing this image, you will get idea of it. The message will have some segments, right? The segments will consist of some composites, right? The final iteration or the final steps is a data element, right? Here they have given the sample electronic data interchange application image there. This is the sample one, right? The segment table means it will have the list of the message tags, right? It contains the tags. That means it will have the names of the tags or the requirements designator and the repetitive fields. The requirement designator may be mandatory. That means it will have the symbol. If it is a conditional, it will have C symbol. right? M means that the segment must appear at least once. That is a compulsory one. Mandatory means compulsory one, right? C means that denotes the segment that may be used if needed, right? That is a conditional one. And for example, if you see C10, this indicates the repetition of a segment or a group between 0 and 10. Right here, the segment table, we saw that it has a list of message tags. Right, this segment table will contain tags like a tag name, requirement designator, repetition field. The requirement designator may be a compulsory or a mandatory one, and it is conditional also, or it may be a conditional or it is a mandatory one. Yeah, mandatory means it will have M. M means it must appear at least once. Conditional C means it denotes that the segment may be used if that condition is needed. If that is if that condition is accepted, that C will be there. Right? This indicates, this C10, that indicates the repetition of the segment or a group between 0 and 10. Right? And the next one is EDI interchange. Interchange means this is also called as a envelope. Right? The top level EDI fact structure is interchange. Right? Interchange means this may contain many messages. It will have multiple messages. It will start with a UNB and it will end with UNZ. Right? It will, here you can see the UN, United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport message structure. Right here, first here they have given highest level. Right, first there is highest level and then interchange. In the interchange, a piece of data between the segments. What is the first segment? We say UNB is the first one and the last one is UNZ. Right, the interchange piece of data between segments UNB or UNZ. And the next one is functional groups. Functional groups, a piece of data between the segments UNG and UNE. Right? Messages, a piece of data between the segments UNH and UNT. Segment groups means it is a block of related data will be there. Right? And the next one is segments, a mixture of simple and composite elements. The next one is composite elements. That means a composite element means it is a group of related simple elements. Right? Simple elements means simple data elements is a piece of single data. The next is lowest level. Right? From highest level, if you see, first one is interchange, right? And the lowest level is simple data element, right? The first top level, from the first top level, we'll see it once more. Highest level is interchange, right? Interchange, we have a piece of data between the segments UNB or UNZ, right? And functional group means a piece of data between the segments UNG or UNE. Right? And messages means a piece of data between the segments UNH or UNT. Right? Segment group means it is a block of related data. Segments is mixture of simple and composite elements. Composite element is a group of related simple elements. Simple data element is a piece of single data, right? And then the lowest level. This is the message structure in United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport. That is UN EDI fact, right? So we have seen about EDI fact directories, right? In EDI fact directories, we saw that it will be these directories will be revised twice a year, in 1st April and 1st October, right? It will have the format like D.18b. D means it is a directory, and the next part 18 means it is a year. A or B, it will indicate the month of release. And then these are about EDI fact subsets. Subset means it will have the subset for the EDI fact, since the procedure is complex, right? EDI fact structure visa. The top level is interchange, and the lower level is multiple messages, right? Segment tables we saw, in segment tables we saw it will have M and C. M means it is a mandatory or the segment must appear at least once. C means that segment may be used if needed, right? And then EDI interchange. In EDI interchange, we saw it may contain many multiple messages. This will start with UNB and it will end with UNZ, right? And the next one is EDI fact message, right? We'll see about this EDI fact message, EDI fact segment and EDI fact elements in the next session, right? Before that, you just read this EDI fact chapter fully and make sure you are clear with this EDI fact. Since this is the last chapter, they'll surely ask questions from this chapter, right? This electronic data interchange, this chapter, learn thoroughly, right? Here we saw the introduction to EDI first. There we saw the electronic document exchange and all. And we have seen the standards, EDI standards and the years in which the EDI standards are released and for what these EDI standards are released. Since uh, if this EDI electronic data interchanges formats are different, each one is giving different formats, it will take a lot of time to find the key data in that format, right? So if it has a standard format, if there is a standard format, and so you can gain the time also, right? Within some time you can just see if you're having the format, you know where that name will be there, where the purpose will be there, where the particular details will be there, where the order code will be there. Means you'll just, when you're seeing the format itself, you can identify, right? So it won't take much time. And since this is done electronically, the things, the data or the message can be sent from any computer, right? So from, even if it is done from one country to another country, it will be instant and the reply can be given very instant, right? So it is a instant process and this is electronic, right? And we have seen the types also here. EDI, direct EDI visa, direct connection. Then EDI via WAN, that is value added networks. Value added networks, here we saw with the diagram also, right? Sending company and receiving company will be there. In sending company, it has a data in internal format and EDI translator will be there, EDI data and communication software. Same like that, sending and receiving company also will have data in internal format, EDI translator, EDI data and communication software, right? And then about when protocols like FTP, VPN, SFTP, FTPS, these are all used for exchange, we'll say it as EDI via FTP or VPN or SFTP or FTPS, right? If web-based EDI contacts the EDI using a web browser or through online, we'll say it as web EDI, right? When this EDI, electronic data interchange, is done through a smartphone or any handheld devices are used to transfer this EDI document, means we'll say it as mobile EDI, right? And then we saw the advantages. Advantages, a lot of advantages are there. It will improve the service to end users. It will increase the productivity. It is minimizing the errors since it is not done manually. It is done by a computer, right? So errors will be very less. Slashing response time. As I said to you before, this process will be done instantly, right? And response time, and if there is some query also, it will be responded through online, so it won't take much time, right? Automation of operation. All operations are automatic, right? Since this is computerized. And cutting cost, the post cost, the travel cost, the transportation cost are not there. Here we need only the internet, right? Integrating all business and trading partners. We can connect everyone online and we can speak to everyone at a time, right? Or if this is not done electronically, we have to go and meet them personally, separately, right? Providing information and process data. If one product is sent from one end, the sender and also the receiver can track the product. They can see the status of that product, in which place it is there, and at which date it will reach. This and all the information on this processing status also can be seen. Optimizing financial ratios. Financially also, you can just get an idea about it, right? And we have seen about EDI layer, semantic layer, that is the application level services, right? Standard translation layer, that is EDI Fact Business Form Standards and ANSI X12 Business Form Standards. And transport layer, we have seen electronic mail, point to point, and World Wide Web, right? And physical layer, dial-up line, internet, and I-way. And then we have seen the EDI components, standard document format, translator and mapper, communication software, communication network. And we have seen the EDI standards, UN EDI fact, EDI directories, EDI fact directories, subsets, structure, and segment tables, EDI interchange, right? And the next session we'll see about EDI fact, message, segment, and elements and all, right? Thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.